welcome back to Couch Critics. I'm Lamia.
And I'm Ruby, and today we're reviewing Emilia Pérez.
So we're sorry that we don't have our mics now.
Again, they're not charged.
They ran out of battery, but we're gonna try to speak up.
Yes.
It's funny, it always reminds me of our acting classes back at the time.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, speak up. So, Emilia Pérez, why did we watch this movie?
Everybody was talking about it, and I personally love Zoe Saldana, and also Selena Gomez was in it, and I was very curious into seeing her because I haven't seen her in a movie in a really long time, so it was nice. It's a Spanish movie. I heard people say they talked their like Spanish in the movie. I did not expect it was going to be the whole movie, so yeah. But mainly because I was curious, especially that Zoe got nominated for an Oscar because of her performance.
They got so many Oscar nominations. Yeah. It's crazy. Like for me, I wasn't curious about this movie at all because I didn't hear anyone watch it. Like I didn't see any reviews about it. I don't think I saw the trailer anywhere. So I don't think there was ever a hype about it. But then, like, the Oscar nominations came out, and it got a lot of nominations.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was really curious about seeing why this movie got nominated, whereas movies like Challengers and Dune didn't get.
Right, I forgot about Challengers. I think Dune got one. I think only Timothée Chalamet got nominated for Dune, but
Denis Villeneuve didn't get.
Yeah. Very disappointing, by the way, especially for Challengers. For me, that was such a great movie.
They should have been nominated at least for Best Soundtrack, because that soundtrack was insane.
I totally agree. Yes, the soundtrack was great. And like, even Best Picture, I would say the picture was great.
Definitely.
Like the colors, the cinematography, the zoom ins, zoom outs, everything.
That scene at the end with the ball, like the ball's point of view, should have been enough to get them a Best Picture nominated. Yeah. The ball itself should have been nominated.
There should have been enough
best performance
for props.
I went into this movie expecting to be deceived, and I was deceived.
So the movie did not catch my whole attention, I have to be honest, but I do appreciate the fact that it's a thriller and a musical, and that's the first time I see that.
Okay.
I have never seen a thriller being a musical at the same time. So, yeah.
To me, that was the thing that bothered me the most.
Okay.
I couldn't take any of the characters seriously because whenever there was any serious scene, they would start singing. And to me, I was like, this is not High School Musical. Like, can we just stop turning everything into a musical? Like, a musical should have a little bit of fiction, like, like Wicked, like a movie about theater kids, because they do sing all the time. But to take a serious topic, because it is like someone transitioning is a serious topic, I find.
Especially when it's like cartel,
Yeah, and like all the things that went into the cartel, and to just turn it into a musical was not it for me. It was just, I don't know, like I skipped all the singing parts because they were very cringe and unwatchable, and I just couldn't stand any of them.
Yeah, I do get your point. Now that you say it, it does make sense. So to go back to the movie, to summarize it, it's basically about like a cartel who wants to run away from the mafia who's after him, so he transitions into a woman, and somehow Zoe Saldana, Rita's character gets involved. She's played by Zoe Saldana. She's a lawyer. I did not really understand the need of having I do understand the need of having a lawyer in these situations, but I wouldn't consider the lawyer as a main character.
Totally. Also, she was supposed to find a doctor that would help the cartel guy to transition into a woman so that he could start a new life. But anyone could have done that. I mean, it wasn't that hard to find a doctor.
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the idea behind the movie, but I think that the guy did not just transition because he wanted to run away. I think it was always a desire of his to be a woman. So I think it was just like a miss. I mean, he could have gotten a lot of plastic surgeries and changed his identity in so many different ways. But I feel like the essence of this movie is he just used something bad and turned it into something good for him. So yeah.
Yeah, and also I don't like how they tried to like fit some humor into this transition. I don't think we are at a time where these kind of things are funny. I mean, they do impact the person who's transition and their entire family and everything.
And I found it a bit ironic that at first the person, like the main character, is a cartel, but during the whole movie they criticize the government, they criticize cartels, they criticize all the corruption that happens. And I'm like, but you've made your fortune because of that. How how does that work? So I found it a bit inconsistent in that way. How like always someone who was a bad guy in a previous life all of a sudden wants to change the world. That to me didn't make much sense. So
and also it's like the movies, they can't decide what they want to be. They don't know if they're a musical, a comedy, a thriller. It switches up all the time, like, and it just it's incoherent and it's badly written, and this, I don't know, even the cinematography, it felt cheap. The colors and the whole thing, it was just too pretentious for me. Like, I think the director is someone who thought that they were doing something cool, but it didn't work for me.
I did like Zoe Saldana's performance though, and maybe I'm biased, but I love seeing her on screen. I think she has a way of being authentic, and like you could see, especially in the beginning of the movie, you could see like the fatigue in her eyes and in her acting of like how she's tired of the whole system and everything. And then even when she embraces her becoming this rich, successful woman, she still had this down-to-earth aspect to her like character. So that's something I liked. And again, maybe I'm biased because I love her as an actress, but I think I would say that's the thing that made me watch the movie, and that's the only good thing I found about the movie.
To me, like, she's definitely a great actress, and Selena Gomez is a great, like, most of the actors there are great, but like I just couldn't focus on the acting, nor the storyline, just because it was all just messy, and the music part like took me out of it. I couldn't focus on anything but that terrible musical parts. And yeah, the whole thing felt like a Selena Gomez music video.
There were some scenes that did feel that way. I do agree with it. So Emilia Pérez, that's for us. We will be reviewing the Oscars, I think. So we will be talking about all of this later as well.
We're definitely going to review the Oscars.
Yes, and I cannot wait. I can't wait to see the winner.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I think that's it for Emilia Pérez.
Not Emilia Pérez.
Emilia Pérez. That does sound similar.
Yeah, very similar vibes to Emilia Pérez. Both bad. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.